Guess what leaked?
Probably Windows 10X based on something I quickly saw.
Yep. Um, I'll have a video on that later today.
Oh, so you have it.
I do. I just got it. I got it.
Yeah.
It leaked late last night, and just couldn't
Spread
get
the love, Brad.
couldn't get around to doing a video at 11 p.m. last night.
Oh, Zach could. So,
Well, see, they have the sun that rises earlier than here.
Yeah, that's okay.
So anyway, so I've got a copy of it.
Okay.
And be just
Yeah, no, I'm sure it's very exciting in Chrome OS like.
yeah. Which just go back to the headline that I wrote about 2.5 years ago. Windows Light OS is Microsoft's answer to Chrome OS or something like that. And everyone made fun of me, and here we are. Yeah.
I feel like there was that situation where there was something called Windows 10 Cloud, which became Windows 10S because Cloud is a terrible name for a product that has nothing to do with the cloud.
That runs on-prem for premises.
But okay, whatever. Where that product was very clearly aimed at Chrome OS as well.
Mm-hmm.
But then Microsoft, kind of stung by this, was like, oh, no, we want it to be on expensive devices too. We think executives are going to love it. And Surface Laptop happened, And this time around, it's the same thing. Like, this thing is very clearly aimed at Chrome OS. And it's like, no, we're going to aim this at a new type of device that has 2 screens. See, it's really special, And it's like, guys, could you just stop pretending that you're not making Chrome OS? It's okay. Nobody cares.
You can admit it's fine.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
So, anyways, we'll be exploring that rabbit hole of...
Good.
Yeah. Yep, getting reacquainted with Hyper-V. It's been a while.
I just installed Hyper-V. I was every 6 months to a year, I install Hyper-V. I set up Windows 10. I take screenshots of it, and then I go to the book and make sure it's all up to date. And,
I was about to say, why do you do that? But then I realized you need like the new onboarding stuff. Which...
Yeah, because they change some of the screens, and it usually it's pretty subtle, but you got to do it. So,
yeah. So, anyways, not a whole lot has happened.
Right. I do have one little update. Let me just look at the site before I get.
You're returning something else to Amazon? Is that what the update is?
Well, actually, no, it's related to that. So, I did get the Stadia. I showed it to you yesterday. I got the controller, and so yesterday I actually played some games with it. And I got to say, the game library at Luna is not the types of games I'm looking for the most part, right? But the controller performance and reliability, however you want to say that, is excellent.
Yeah.
I tried it on this PC. Actually, I tried it on this. I tried Luna on this PC using an Xbox controller. It was fine. When I got this controller, I went upstairs, tried it on a laptop, and wirelessly. The way they connect directly through the cloud. You actually have to use a mobile app, and it just detects that it's around. It's actually pretty sophisticated. And 2 games I've tried. What I wish I could play Doom because that would be the best one because I've been playing it across platforms, but they don't have that. So A Plague Tale: Innocence, which came out a little over a year ago on all the major platforms.
Timely.
Well, no, but it's a game that requires a little bit of skill. You're throwing rocks.
No. I meant the title.
Oh, the play. I'm sorry. I got you. Yeah. Well, this takes place in like the 1300s, so it's like a Black Plague kind of a thing, I guess. But anyway, it's a pretty good game, by the way. So I played through a little bit of that. And then Metro Exodus, which is a game I have started probably 17 times and never gotten past the first 10 minutes or so. But it is a first-person shooter, and it's a single-player campaign. But I played through the first 10 minutes of that, and honestly, I don't know what to call it. I think of it as latency is the big issue when you're doing you get a cloud-based thing streaming a game down to you and you're using a wireless controller. There's a lot of places there where things could screw up, right? The controller bit is excellent. It's excellent. Their direct connect to the cloud for the controller seems to work really, really well. Service itself is okay. There's definitely, it requires more bandwidth. There's no doubt about it. I get like these little network problem notifications from time to time. I don't know, because the Wi-Fi is a little weaker up in the corner of my house or something. I don't know, but A little audio glitch here and there, whatever. But the controller stuff is it's great. If you like any of the 17 games they have, I guess you'll be in good shape.
One thing that did happen, as usual, about 10 minutes after we turn off the podcast, is Intel has a new CEO, he's a new Intel CEO, but he was a former VMware CEO, but then he was a former Intel employee. So he's kind of he left the company, became CEO, and came back.
He was the first CTO of Intel back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing this, of course, time goes by and you get a little more perspective. I was reading in the New York Times this morning that Intel has been trying to hire him as CEO for years.
Oh, really?
And he has consistently turned them down. And at one point, to kind of drive home the point, he actually got a VMware tattoo.
Mm-hmm. He did that in
kind
Vegas.
of like the Zune guy, maybe could have thought that one through a little bit.
I was wondering if it was like a henna tattoo or something, because that's kind of
no. I think he actually went first to EMC, and EMC. Which one brought which? Did EMC?
He end up with Dell somewhere along the journey.
Yeah. But EMC. Oh, maybe that's what it is. I'm thinking like EMC and VMware are somehow connected, and actually they're probably connected through Dell. Anywho, he moved on from there to VMware. And he was the VMware CEO for several years. I don't remember the exact number, but he's been there for a while. So if anyone can turn this company around, maybe.
Yeah, he probably didn't want to leave VMware because they were doing so well. I mean, he probably made a ton of money there, like a ton of money.
Yeah, but this is like one of those opportunities, right?
Sure.
So
make an impression on the industry, sort of thing.
Yeah, like what was that woman's name who left Google to lead Yahoo and then did terrible? Marissa
Meyer.
Meyer, same thing. It's like you get this opportunity. I'm sure it's lucrative too, right? But I mean, yeah, you have the chance to do something right by a venerable Silicon Valley company. Maybe he's the guy. And like I said on Windows Weekly yesterday, that the notion of an engineer running an engineering company like Intel makes sense to me, right?
It does.
Kind of like Satya Nadella running Microsoft in that sense makes some sense. So.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say it's worked out pretty well for Microsoft.
Yeah, they're doing okay. I haven't checked the stock price recently, but they're the second or third biggest company in the world. I don't know.
Still room for improvement.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Satya's not the richest person on the planet, so they can still go up from there too.
Right.
So.
Oh well.
Yeah, that about wraps it up for kind of like the big stuff, right?
CES is happening. There's new PCs.
If you're curious about the next Samsung Galaxy S21 Plus Ultra thing, it's leaked literally everywhere on Twitter. So
that's right.
If you don't feel like watching,
watch it 10 a.m. ET. There it is.
If you don't feel like watching that, just go search for it. All the specs, everything is there.
I've literally already written up most of the article.
It's another Android phone with a slightly better camera and.
Just curious how goofy the announcement's going to be. It's the only little blank spot in the story, Samsung. What you going to do?